Let me just let everyone know, welcome to those of you who are on the call. This is a skincare training about the skincare products and also how to best sell them, represent them, and get your business growing with them. So hopefully I'm going to share some stuff that will help you with utilizing the skincare. If you have questions, if you would just save those till afterwards, or you can get in touch with me, because we really won't have time for questions. So hopefully I'll answer everything. We've got a PowerPoint that's going to go along with it. Again, you'll be able to watch the Ustream. It's recording. So if you are trying to take notes and it's getting a little crazy, not only will this be recorded, but Gabe and Jill and myself and probably a couple other leaders will have all the documents you're seeing. We already have those saved. So don't try and write down every single thing you see. Okay, so thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. I know the weather's really bad, so I'm glad everyone made it safe. We're going to start off just going through the steps of the skincare system. Sorry that I'm going to make you mess around with this. Oh, thank you. That's really funny. Okay. Sorry. Isn't that funny? I just assume everyone, I've met everyone.
Well, we all know you.
My name's Carrie Bedard.
And them too.
Yes, my name's Carrie Bedard. I'm an independent distributor with LifeVantage, and I'm a Pro 6 distributor as well. And I guess what qualifies me to be training you on the skincare and a skincare system is that previous to LifeVantage, I spent almost 9 years in another network marketing company that specialized in skincare. They actually took their business to the multi-million-dollar ranks with just their skincare products, and then continued to build their product line. So I built my entire business to a VP level, which would be considered an elite level in this company, just on a skincare system, on one single skincare system. And so I want to teach you how to add that, because we're very fortunate with this company. A lot of us have already built our businesses using Protandim and the TrueScience Cream and Canine Health. So this is going to be, for those of you who are new, you get it right from the beginning. For those of us who've been in, this is going to take your business to a whole nother level. So the products, I'm going to explain them and how you can best represent them, and how you use the business approach by sharing. Hopefully will help you do it easy or easily, and will help you move your business quickly. So hopefully everyone on the camera can see this, but this is the little tote that we used to use. I'm not going to mention the company, so don't ask. Some people may recognize it. Sorry if you do. But this is a little tote. Just worked out perfectly that it matched, because we had two different colors we used, but this one's nice. So it's just a little tote, and you can see on the inside there's a zipper pouch, and it holds paperwork. And I've already got in touch with LifeVantage and kind of given them some information on what we might need. So inside my little pouch, I have a few things. I have a trifold brochure that people in LifeVantage are probably very familiar with, that shows a little bit about all of our products. You can really put whatever you want in here, but I'm just going to tell you what I would put. So it's a trifold brochure. There's a sign-up form for a preferred customer. So we're going to go in dropping this off, assuming that they're going to join and they're going to fill it out. And sometimes you're happily surprised when you go to pick it up and it's already filled out. And sometimes you're not and you have to talk to them about it. But either way, you're going to assume the sale and you're going to put it in there, because everyone's going to love the skincare. Also in there, you are going to have a little instruction sheet that we're going to show you in a minute. That is a very simple little instruction card. I used to laminate it so that it could be used over and over again without getting messed up if someone dripped some lotion or something on it. That way you're not wasting, you're just using the same one and wiping it off. But it's very simple step-by-step instructions on how to use the products. Sorry, I'm walking off camera range for a minute. In addition to that, oh, you did? Thank you, Jill. Always thinking ahead here. Okay, so hopefully these won't go flying. So in addition to that, the other things that I would put inside of the little tote that you're going to use is I would put this new TrueScience brochure. The company has them for sale. We got them at Global, but you can purchase them. They're amazing. It's an awesome marketing piece. It tells all about TrueScience Cream, the steps, It's got a bunch of color before and after pictures, which I love that they're on here. It talks about Nerf 2 technologies and what that means in skincare. So you definitely want to have this in your bag. There's another brochure that's nice, but it's really big. It doesn't go into as much detail. It's a beautiful marketing piece, but you probably, I don't know if you're going to be able to, you can see it, but they're also selling that on LifeVantage. So I do have both of those in mind. In addition to that, I have a Protandim sample in there. Because when they read their trifold, they're going to see that we have Protandim and Canine Health. So I just put a little sample pack that, of course, LifeVantage sells in there. Now, we all know most people are not going to take 2 pills and all of a sudden they're going to feel different and be all excited about Protandim. So this isn't necessarily to sell them on what it's going to feel like to take it. It's just to show them what the pills look like and that we do have the product to talk about. So that's what's going to be in the kit. So the next question is, does LifeVantage have a cute little tote? They don't yet, but they will. So what I suggest for you right now, those of you that want to start sampling this out and you're about to learn how to do that, is I checked around with Walmart, Target, Walgreens. I kind of went to the top easiest places. Walmart was the cheapest, no surprise. They all, if you go to the cosmetics section, they all have little totes, cute, adorable little totes for under $5 that are this size. Just go get one. It doesn't matter what it looks like, okay? So you really want to have something to drop it off in, which is going to lead me into what we're going to talk about next. So you can go to the next slide. Oh, sorry, don't go to the next slide.
Okay.
First, we're going to just go over the 4 pieces, and I'm not going to go too in depth. In your back office, if you go to the library, LifeVantage has already downloaded an FAQ sheet. It's like 16 pages or something long, and it's got all the questions and answers about the True Science line. They also have PDFs already up. That's where these are from. Okay, you guys, so these first 4 slides that we're going to show you are already downloadable on LifeVantage's back office in the library. All right, so the first one that we're going to look at, and I guess I should also tell you that I have been using the system day and night since Friday. So I have experience also with how it feels, how it goes on. I can give you some fun tips and just let you know usage things just based on my own experience. And I know I'm seeing several people out here who were with us in Salt Lake, so they probably could attest this too. But the first product that you're seeing up here is the Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. I'm not going to go into all the studies and all that right now. Again, you can read about that. 89% said their skin felt clean without leaving skin dry or taut. Important thing to know about this, at Global, everyone was trying to figure out how to get this bottle to open. It's not complicated. Basically, hopefully everyone on the screen can see me. All you're doing is the silver part, you're just turning it. Okay, that's it. You're gonna flip every bottle over the first time you sample it out or use it, and you're just gonna tap it a few times to get the calibrator going, and then you just pump. All right, it's really, really easy. Okay, 1 pump mixed with water. Hopefully everyone heard that because we have some men here. They just want to start putting it on their face. So 1 pump mixed with water. You wash your face in circles to get all the dirt and everything out. Something I discovered in the last 2 days for women, or if you're selling to women, it takes off all your makeup and waterproof mascara. So yes, isn't that fun? And it does not burn your eyes. Yay! So you want to take your fingers. So as you're washing your face, you're going to take your fingers. You're going to get some of it on your fingers, and you're just going to go like this on your mascara and just wash it off. And I didn't have any residue afterwards, none. And I use really thick, heavy waterproof mascara. So that's really cool. So no more makeup wipes, no more extra products. That's awesome. So that's the wash. And you can use more than 1 pump if you want, but I found 1 full calibrated pump with water was all I needed. All right, you can go to the next slide. Okay. This product is a product that I think we got the most questions on at Global. So this is the True Science Perfecting Lotion. A lot of people kept wanting to call it a toner because it balances your pH, and that's what typically we're used to with a toner. It does tone and give you the proper pH that you need, but it's not a toner. And we don't want to sell it as a toner or talk about it as a toner. You can say that it pH balances your skin because that's factual, but this does so much more than that. Okay? You just take the lid off, and it's got a little tiny hole at the top. I will also include in my little kit, and it's up to you if you want to do that or not, but I have little pads in my kit. I would suggest that. I don't think people should be dumping it on their hand. You also, for purposes of keeping it sanitary to pass the kits, which we'll talk about in a minute, you really want to instruct people that are going to try it to put just a couple drips on here will cover the whole thing and it'll do your whole face. And you'll get a lot more coverage when you use something, and you can buy, 100 of them for 99 cents. So you definitely want to have that in your kit. Hopefully everyone on there can see. And you can see most people, a toner is 100% liquid, right? It's just, you spray it usually. You'll see, when you see this, it's kind of a liquidy gel. I'm going to throw stuff at you over there. It's kind of a liquidy gel, all right? So it's not complete liquid. So it does several things that we're also going to talk about a little bit more in a minute. But you take it, you put it on the cotton, and then you just put it all over your face, okay? And your neck. Thank you. Your décolleté all the way down onto your. Did I say that right?
Can you spell it?
I'm not spelling that now. And you go all the way down your décolleté. I did say it right though, didn't I? And your neck. And you really want to use all your skincare products that way. Most dermatologists and plastic surgeons will tell you that the best skin they see are people that go all the way down into their décolleté area. So you definitely want to do that. So that's step 2. And on the little sheet that you'll be able to get from us that goes in the kit, it basically, I'm going to read it. It says, this 4-step system is for day and night, offers all the elements to combat the visual signs of aging. 1 pump of each product is all you need for your entire face. Step 1, ultra gentle facial cleanser, and it says on here AM and PM, because clinical results showed that if you used it twice a day, you had the optimal results. Step 2, the perfecting lotion, again, it says AM and PM. And now we're on step 3. And step 3 is the eye corrector serum. And the proper way to apply the serum, it comes in a little pump. And I'm here to tell you, a little bit goes a long way. I can do 1 full pump on my fingertip, and I can pat it all along under your eye, which is what you should do. Then on the side of your eyes, or crow's feet, aka crow's feet. And then also on your eyelids, because this product is 100% fragrance-free. It doesn't even have botanical fragrance. So it's safe all around your eyes, on the top of your eyes. I've had people tell me that they put it on, and usually they got really irritated if they put their glasses or sunglasses on right after, or contacts. Nothing. Okay, not irritating at all. So 1 pump can go a long way. I even had extra. And I'm going to give you a little tidbit, and I know I have a couple of my girls that were on my teams and with me in another business we're in, so they're going to laugh at this. But one thing we found that's really fun with the eye serum is if you take whatever's left and you put it across your lips, the little lines that you get as you get older from drinking water bottles, straws, smoking, gone. So use whatever's left across your lip. And this is a big deal because about 8 or 9 years ago, Oprah had a product on and talked about that, and the whole world went out and bought eye cream to put over their lips. So when you drink out of a straw, if you think about it, when you drink out of a straw, you go like this. So the number 1 thing that causes it is straws. Number 2 is smoking. So again, eye cream can be used over the lip. And if you've noticed my fun little, I don't know if you can see back there, but my fun little gold foil stickers that say tester on them, I'm going to give you the name of a company that I want you guys to check out because we're going to be doing the system. It's www.rotec, R-O-T as in Tom, E-C-K.com. And I've emailed the company and asked them to add LifeVantage. So hopefully it'll be on there by tomorrow. But what they do is they sell rolls of stickers that are numbered. They're circular products, and they fit each company's products. When you go on there, you'll see Mary Kay and Arbonne and a bunch of other companies that have skincare, and that's fine. So we'll be on there too. And they're going to make stickers. I sent them the dimensions. So they're going to make stickers that fit on here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that if your customer loses that instruction sheet or they've lined them up on their counter, which is what a lot of women do, they don't have to think. They can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't have to go, oh, is this the eye cream? They're blind in the morning like I am. So they're going to create a foil for that and then these foil tester stickers. So you'll be able to put tester stickers. It's really important that you put tester stickers on your product so that people don't think that, that they're theirs, but also that people know to try and keep them clean because you're going to pass them on. After you've tested a system, which we're going to talk more about, you really want to take alcohol when you get it back from one person and kind of wipe everything down, wipe the pumps down, wipe the lids down, stuff like that before you pass it on to someone else, which we're also going to talk about. Next product is the anti-aging cream. And that's the last product in the system. This is the one that everyone's kind of confused because they're going, well, what about True Science Cream, the original? I'm not going to go too much into that because, again, the company's already put out an FAQ sheet on that you can read about. But basically, the True Science Cream is going to phase out. This is taking the place of your True Science Cream. Okay, so if you have True Science Cream left and you buy a set, really what you're going to use that for is your whole body. Use the set for your face because basically the new True Science Cream is a power-packed version with additional anti-aging elements built into it from the old True Science Cream. So they're going to have it available until it sells out, but then everything will be this individual product, okay? And this one's done the same way as the wash. So again, remember, you're just sliding. You're not trying to pull it off. You're not trying to just sliding it over and pumping it down. This goes a long way too, okay? I can use one full calibrated pump and I can do my whole face and my neck. So a lot of people will probably use 2 because you're going to do all over the place, maybe 3. Some people at convention were saying they were doing 3 to do their face, their neck, their arms, any sun damage. But that's used the same way, and this is just your power pack, all-in-one, everything product. You always want to tell your customers when you're sampling the product to them, the proper place to test skincare for sensitivity is to flip your wrist over and to pump a little bit on your wrist and rub it in. If someone's going to have a reaction, it's going to be immediate. Okay, I mean literally within minutes they would get red or a rash or start getting itchy. Okay, if that happens, you don't want them to use it. Okay, hopefully it's not going to happen with too many people. I don't think it will based on what we don't have in the product that we're going to talk about in a minute. But you definitely want to do a skin patch test with them the first time and just tell them to use each product. As long as it's good, they can continue using it. Okay? So that's the little sheet, instruction sheet that would be in there. And again, I suggest laminating it, which you can go to any school aids, UPS, whatever, and they'll laminate it for like a penny. So definitely try and laminate it if you don't have a laminator. Okay. So that's the directions. You're seeing a blown up version of what that little tiny sheet looks like. I have a document of it that has 4 to a sheet. So if you get it emailed from us or from your upline, you'll get a sheet that has all 4, and all you'll have to do is change out my information at the bottom to yours, and then print it out and cut all 4 squares out. Okay, super, super easy. All right, so now the True Science difference. I love this. When they announced this, Donna Deegan, if she's here somewhere, she was sitting next to me, and hey, Donna, she was laughing at me because as we're rolling through the slide telling what they don't have in it, I'm like, this is all I needed. I'm so excited because you guys are so much junk out there. I don't think you even realize how much junk there is out there. And even some of the direct sales and very high-end skincare companies have a lot of really bad things in their skincare. They actually all shop at the same warehouse, change the name and the price, and it's all the same junk. Trust me when I tell you, it's the truth. You can research it yourself. So the things we don't have in here are almost as important as the things we do have in here. Okay, I really want you guys to hear me when I say that. When you're selling to someone and they ask you, well, what's the difference? We're going to talk about Nerve 2 technologies, but you're really going to talk about what we don't have in our products. They did such a great job. So you can see LifeVantage owns all of its formulations and currently has a patent pending on the True Science product line. It's botanically based extracts with Nerve 2 technology. It steps up the skin's unprotected barrier. So first of all, and by the way, even though this is going to be broken up into multiple screens, it's on one document. Okay, so another document that you can get from us is just all in one document. This will also be folded up and put into my little carry kit. So when someone's trying this product, they're going to look at this sheet and go, wow, this is really safe. I'm really excited about this. So it's one document. And I see someone taking a picture of the screen. That's a great idea. That's what I did all the way through Global. So the first thing is it's pH correct. Your skin's perfect balance is a 5.5. Dermatologists will tell you that. Cosmetologists will tell you that. That's the perfect balance. So a lot of people are very oily or very dry, but what you want optimally is to bring your skin right to that perfect pH balance. So our products bring you right to that perfect pH balance, which is great because what that means is it works for everybody, right? So we don't need a line for oily skin. We don't need a line for dry skin. You see all these companies, oh, this is for oily and this is for dry. We can give this can be used for anybody, any age, any skin type, okay? And that's because of the pH balance. Okay, next. Hi. All right, it is sulfate free. Cleanses without stripping natural oils from your skin. This is really important. A lot of products have things in them that they say you're using it for anti-aging, but because of the sulfate, it doesn't matter what you use, it's going to strip your skin. And here's the marketing ploy behind that. I actually went to a training years ago on this. The marketing ploy is that you use their products and your skin looks really good for a couple days and maybe even a couple months, and then the sulfates and the alcohol strips your oil. And so what happens is your skin gets dry and you use more and use more and use more. Well, what happens if you keep using more and more? You're going to buy more, okay? And you're going to buy some that you don't need, okay? It's one thing to need more every month because you need more product because you ran out. It's another thing to do it because they're actually damaging your skin, okay? So that's a good deal. No parabens. You will get people more excited about that right there than probably anything else we're going to list. Parabens are a big deal in the news right now because they cause cancer, okay? And there's tons of scientific evidence showing that. So our line is completely paraben-free. That's a really big deal. No formaldehyde. That's the preservative that they use in nail polish that keeps nail polish on. Many other things have formaldehyde. A lot of skincare products have formaldehyde, which is incredible that they still do. But we have no formaldehyde. And we're gluten-free. Can I hear a yay? Yes. Okay, so gluten-free, everyone here probably knows. It's a big deal. So many people are going gluten-free. I have a couple customers that they can't use any products because they have celiac disease that have gluten in them. So this is incredible that it's gluten-free. People are all going towards that route these days. No GMOs. So exciting. So next slide. Formulated without animal products or byproducts, plants and herbs together with science and technology offer superior benefits. Other products may use animal remains from rendering factories and not list them as ingredients. You guys, I know that sounds super gross, but I'm going to tell you a really very quick thing that you probably don't ever want to know if you're an animal lover, but it's important to know. 98% of the cosmetics that are out there, and you can, again, this is all stuff you can find information on your own if you really search, but about 95 to 98% of all cosmetics made, they actually use animal oils and fats to make their products. They actually go to animal rendering factories where they take dead animals like roadkill and stuff, and they use those byproducts for skincare. It's one of the #1 things that they put in, especially in mass-produced skincare. So people will ask you about this, especially if they're vegan. So it's a really big deal. Formulated without petroleum, Vaseline, or mineral oil. Mineral oil is an occlusive oil that can interfere with skin function as well as advanced delivery systems in skincare products. Mineral oil is derived from crude oil, which produces gasoline and petroleum. And I have some people that run my other business with me are winking at me right now, and I can see one of them. This is a really big deal, and I'm not going to take the time to show you a science experiment right now, but I will at one of the next meetings, or you guys can come to one of my meetings because I'm going to be doing it at all of them. But there is a science experiment that you can do in front of people in a group presentation that shows them what happens if you have mineral oil and crude oil in your products. Basically, it acts like saran wrap and your skin can't breathe. So on top of the product not working right, your skin literally is trapped, okay? So this is a really big deal, and it's something that you can show visually, okay? Formulated without chemical artificial dyes. So in other words, all the coloring that you see inside the product when you pump it out, that's all botanical natural extract. There's no artificial dyes and colorants, which the reason for that is they're known irritants to the skin. If you go to a dermatologist and you ask them the #1 irritant to the skin, they're going to tell you it's chemical dyes, it's artificial dyes. LifeVantage is so confident you'll love the products that offer unconditional money back. That's the same in all of our products. If someone doesn't like them, they can send them back and they can get their money back. No one's going to do that with this, but you know, they can. Next slide. Okay. So now, it's a little out of somehow I did that to myself, but that's okay.
Can we move forward?
No, that's okay. I'll go back to that one so I can, there you go. Okay. So this is kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of how do we move the product? How do we move the product fast? How do we sell it? How do we take advantage of what we have? I kind of made up my own name for it. I just called it the True Science Method. Kind of fun, try to think something fun. what it's based on, the proven results are dropping off 4 True Science kits twice a week for power results. Now, the company is coming out with sample packs of the system. So I'm going to do this training, and I hope you guys will all bear with me. I'm going to do this training assuming that everybody either ordered 4 kits, can afford 4 kits, going to get 4 kits. That's just how I'm going to roll with the training, okay? But if you can't, and many won't be able to, then you can do the numbers yourself on if you had 2 kits, if you have your own kit and you're going to use it and sample it out during the day. I mean, however you want to do it. But I'm going to base it on this because, you know, when Gabe and myself and a couple other leaders talked about it, it was all about how do we move this product quickly and how do you all rank advance quickly. And so that's what this is based on. So the proven results are dropping off. So in other words, when you say drop off 4 kits, how are you going to get 8 drop-offs a week? That would be you drop off 4 kits, and you can pick whatever day you want. You saw my little tote, how it works. You would drop off 4 kits on a Sunday for somebody to try for 3 days, okay? So you go and pick it up at a designated appointment time, okay, guys? Don't just say, well, leave it out on your step, and I'll come by and get it. You want to have an appointment. You want to say when you drop it off, you want to give them the instructions, you want to tell them they're going to use it, and then you're going to you're going to give them the basics, and you're going to say, I'm going to come back and get this on Wednesday. What time is good for you? Okay? And then the goal is to pick it up and have another person on your list that you're going to drop it off that's going to have it until Saturday or Sunday. See what I'm saying? So depending on how long you're letting them keep it, you want to keep those moving all the time. And we're going to talk more about that in a little bit. But you're just constantly keeping those kits moving. So full-size True Science kit, Mark Tester. Again, I'm assuming you have 4 full-size kits, so just bear with me however you're going to work your system. I have 4, so that's how I'm going to do it. They're Mark Tester. You're going to, when you drop it off, you're going to demonstrate how to use it quickly. So you're going to not talking about explaining the whole deal, but just this is how you turn the bottle, pump when pump. This step's first. The instructions are in here. If you have any questions, please call me. As quickly as you can. And then you're going to leave the kit for 3 days, and you're going to set an appointment to pick it up and take an order. Here's the cool thing about this system is that it gives you an opportunity when you're picking it up to talk to them, to really talk to them and build a relationship. You know, how did you like it? Do you want to keep it? Do you want to buy it? You know, do you want me to order you one? It'll be here within 3 or 4 days. Did you read some of the other materials? So depending on your time and what time you're picking it up, you're either going to have some more time on the phone, or you're going to, after you've gotten home, or you're hopefully going to have time when you pick it up. I'm going to try really hard, and I always did, to have time when I picked it up to really talk to them about the business side of it too, and how easy it was for me to drop it off. They fell in love with it. They bought it. Anyone can do it. So I really want to be able to talk about the business system. Okay, and then you select the next prospect and repeat. So really what you're trying to do is you're trying to start off this system with a list of people that you want to drop it off with. Okay, that's how simple it is. So when you leave here tonight, you should be making a list of all the people that you want to try this system. And then you're just going to start doing drop-offs. And if you've got 1 kit, then great. You're going to drop it off, pick it up 3 days later, get it. You'll work with 1 kit. Okay, so whatever you have, you're going to work with. All right. I think we got the same one. Okay, so the results. So this is showing you the results, and this is something I really want you guys to look at. So for those of you that are like me and are really motivated, and you just want to take this system that we've been given, and you just want to rank advance and blow your business just into crazy momentum over the next few months, this is how it works. So 4 kits, twice a week. You're exposing 8 people, 32 exposures a month. That's $160, right, per kit. 32 contacts. That's $5,120 in volume. Welcome to Pro 3. Okay, so think about that. Think about the simplicity of that. Okay, that even if every single person didn't buy one, you just made contact with 32 people that you've exposed to LifeVantage and to our products. Because remember, in that kit is not just the skincare, right? It's a brochure, it's a mini brochure, it's information about the company. So you're exposing 32 more people to the business. And if I didn't say it earlier, remember that for those of you who are already in the business, I mean, you may already have people on some of our products. This might be additional. Okay, so for those of you who do, this is in addition to what they're already getting. And then to break it into money, you would have made $1,536 if you met all the qualification requirements in commissions at 30% commission. Anybody want that every month? Okay, that's a pretty awesome addition to your paycheck, especially if you're a Pro 1, Pro 2, Pro 3, and you're trying to really grow your business and grow your paycheck. We have a lot of other ways to make money in this company, but this is a really easy every Friday way to make money, okay? And by the way, statistically, when you drop something off to somebody and they try it and they see really good results in the first few days, they're not going to want to give it back to you, okay? In most cases, once we get the sample packs out from the company, in most cases, what I will start doing once that happens is they tell me they want the kit. I'm going to say, great, here's a free sample pack for you to use till your kit gets here. Let's sign you up. This will last you just enough time till your product gets here. Okay? All right. And of course, right now we have a 90-day volume incentive going on with the company that everyone is so fired up about. And that is if anybody adds a $160 two-sign set to their existing auto ship, or a new customer starts it and puts it on their auto ship, instead of 160 in volume, you get 240. That's a big deal, you guys. That's 50% more volume towards your rank advancements. You still get paid on the 160. I want to be really clear about that because somebody asked me that earlier. You're still paid on the 160, but you get the 240 in volume. Okay, so if you look at the same situation up top with the 32 contacts, you're looking at now, instead of the volume of 5120, now you're looking at 7680. You're almost a Pro 4. Do you guys see how powerful that is? It's huge. And this is just the skincare. It's not Canine Health. It's not Protandim. This is just skincare. Okay. Next page. Okay. Here's the benefit, and this is really important when you guys are talking to people about repping this line, because a lot of you are really busy. Okay, I have 3 kids, a million things going on in my life. I'm crazy busy. We have a lot of people on our team that are the same way, kids with sports. Some people work full-time, part-time. This is a big deal. The benefits to this approach are, number one, it works with a busy schedule, right? When I did this approach in my other business, I had 3 kids under the age of 10, okay? What I did, I would pile them in the car. I had a minivan at the time. I'd pile them into the car. We would go to someone's house. I'd be chatting in the car. I'd pull up in the driveway. I'd ask them if they could come meet me outside by their front door, and we'd chat for a few minutes. I'd go through it. I'd drop it off. I'd get back in the car, and I'd go. Okay? I didn't have to sit and do a show or a party 5 days a week. It was a great approach for me because I was really, really busy. So it works with a busy schedule. If someone works full-time, guess what? Drop the kids off in the morning on the way to work. Pick them up on the way home. Okay? Meet someone for lunch to pick them up. So it's a great approach. Maximum exposure this way because you're just getting the kids out one after another after another. Relationship building. This is really important because when you drop them off and pick them up, you're face to face. You're not just on the phone with somebody saying, can I try that? Can you try this for a few months? You might like it, and then you can let me know what you think. A lot of people do that even though we're supposed to build a relationship. Sometimes that's just easier. This forces you to build that relationship. It also gives us the opportunity to discuss the business and to get referrals. We had our referral training. I did a referral training call. It's still up if anyone wants to listen to it on my conference call line. But this is a big deal, and I made it a really big deal in my last business. When you guys drop off a kit and someone says, oh my gosh, I don't want to give it back, and I promise you this is going to happen again and again and again. I don't want to give it back. I love it. Look at my eyes. Look at my skin. And they will see something in 3 days because I have. And they'll tell you that. And what I'll say is, I'm so glad. Let me go ahead and put your order in. Let me give you a sample. And until the samples come out, I might actually let them keep it till it comes. But do you know anybody else? Do you have any other friends that really spend a lot of money on their skin or really into their skincare, always taking care of themselves and how they look, that would love this? Yeah, of course I do. Well, great. You have 2 options. One, if you can just give me their names and numbers, then I will give you, some little goodie, like a free skincare product or something, and that's up to you guys. but I'll probably give them a free wash. It's our $25 product. It'd be worth it. If they can give me 3 to 5 referrals. The other thing you can do is say, great, can I come to your house with 5 to 10 of your friends in the next 2 weeks and do this in front of a group? Okay, do you see what I'm saying, how that leads? Because a lot of people are also trying to leverage their time. Will say, I'd rather get in front of 10, that went off or something.
No.
I'd rather get in front of 10 people and explain this in front of 10 people and let them try it, which I'll explain in a minute, than have one person at a time. Okay, because if you just have 1 or 2 kits, you're going to have to do group presentations with the skincare because you will not have the massive results that someone with 8 kits is going to have unless you're doing presentations. And of course, power rank advancement. If you do this system along with group presentations, you're going to have power rank advancements. Okay, next slide. Okay, here is the numbers. See if I can find a piece of that here. Okay. So here's the numbers. How to get started with the True Science drop-off method. Existing distributors. And again, I'm basing this on 4. I know not everyone's going to be able to go do it, but I'm basing it on 4. And we're in the process right now. I know Gabe is working with corporate. We're in the process of getting a Vantage Pack that has 4 kits in it. So it'll just be a Vantage Pack with 4 kits, sample packs. So that will work right along with the system. So existing distributors, bless you, can purchase 4 sets of True Science skincare. $640 would be the cost. Set, I based it on Duval County because I just wanted to throw tax in there. Tax $44.80, $19.99 is approximate U.S. ground ship. The total would be $704.79. You get 640 in volume. If you order them under one of your downline distributors, then you get 640. But guess what? It blows up to everyone. So everyone who knows me well knows that it's gonna be ordered under somebody else for me. So you really want to find whoever's the lowest under the group that's working. And if you're going to place a one-time order of 4 kits, you want it to flow up and help your team. Okay. Or option 2, purchase 2 sets. This is if you can't do 4. Purchase 2, $320 plus tax. Shipping approximately $9.99 would be $352.39. You get $320 in PV, and again, if you place it underneath, it's going to flow up. Okay? Does everyone understand this slide? Because this is really, really, really important, and it's very easily duplicatable.
And that 240 in PV just is through to tomorrow when you buy it yourself.
Say that again?
It's just good through tomorrow that they're giving us the extra, right?
No, it's 1 year. Yeah, the extra volume, by the way, is now in writing under the FAQ section. I'm glad you brought it up. It's the 240 in volume is till April of 2015. They originally told, yes, I know. They originally told us 90 days when they launched it, but it is in writing under the FAQ that it goes through April of 2015.
It has to be paired with a Protandim, doesn't it?
Yes, thank you. It has to be paired with a bottle of Protandim to continually get the 240.
Nothing ends tomorrow, right?
Something ends tomorrow.
No. Well, I'm sorry for those of you on the video. If something ends tomorrow, then I'm not aware of what it is. Gabe would have to look at that. Okay, next slide.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, and again, new distributors, I don't know how quickly this will happen, but it is definitely going to happen. New distributors would purchase the True Science Vantage Pack that would have the 4 complete True Science sets. But for now, if somebody comes into the business, they'd purchase an existing Vantage Pack plus 3 additional True Science kits, because right now, all the Vantage Packs that are available now, as of Thursday, all have a skincare set in them. So if somebody purchases a Vantage Pack, it doesn't matter if it has a lot of canine or whatever, they all have True Science sets in them. But if they purchase a Vantage Pack and add 3 additional kits, it would be $950 plus tax and shipping. They get $720 in PV, which would put them only $280 away from Pro One off of their starter purchase. Now, you guys, I know not everyone's not going to be able to do that. I can only tell you from personal experience, my other business, this is how we came into the business. There was no option. This is what we did. This is the system we worked, and this is the system we did. Everybody rank advanced in their first 30 days, and if you basically taught the system, everybody rank advanced, and in less than 6 months, you could be a VP in the company. Now, obviously, you have to work the system. It's not some scam where you just buy it and you rank advance. You have to work the system, okay? But it's important to know that if people choose to do this, they're only going to have to get $280, which is 2 sets sold, and they'll be a Pro 1 in their start month. Now, we all know that this is over and above signing up distributors, right? Because if you come into the business and you come into the business this way, and then you sign up 2 distributors, you're going to be a Pro 2. Is everyone following me with the numbers? Okay, and I know I can't take Q&As because we don't want to run over, but hopefully you're looking at this and going, wow. And it's the truth, okay? So again, not everyone can afford that, but if people can, you need to understand how quickly you and they are going to rank advance using the system. Okay, next slide. Okay, skincare bullets. This is, I really wanted to show you guys, and I don't know how we're doing on time. Someone's going to have to let me know.
10 minutes.
Okay, so what this is I wanted you guys to see what a quick 45-minute skincare presentation looks like, okay? Because I know I'm going to get that question a lot, and I am going to actually do one in front of everybody one week, but I wanted you to see what it looked like. And it's a huge bonus that you can go to a friend and say, listen, I'm going to be in and out in 45 minutes, invite anywhere from 2 to 10 people. Honestly, you really don't want more than 10, so they want to really get 2 to 10 people there. Your goal is 10, and you're going to go through the system, and what you're going to do is you're going to have each attendee do the whole system. You're going to kind of squirt it on them, but they're going to do one hand and not the other. Because guess what? If they do one hand with all 4 steps and not the other, and they put it under the light, they can see a difference in the lines immediately. Immediately. I tried it. You can see a difference in the texture, in the shine, and in your hands immediately, okay? So they can do that, or if you get someone really brave, like we used to get at our presentations, we'd have someone do half their face. And that's always really fun because the other side always looks like it's sagging, and everyone there buys a skincare set. So that's really fun if you can get someone. And since you don't think I'm the only one, and like, okay, Carrie, is this all really true? I'm going to pick on 2 people that are here. Betty, raise your hand. Kelly, raise your hand. They were both in my other business with me. And actually, interestingly enough, not even on my team, just in business and used to attend my trainings. And they will attest to the fact that this works. It works big time. You move fast and it sells. And these presentations are fast, fun, and easy. Okay? So, example. Welcome, I'm Carrie Bedard, independent distributor with LifeVantage. I'm excited to be here. I'm going to share this awesome product line, True Science. You're always going to thank your hostess or host. You're going to ask any guests if they've ever heard of it. If they have, you're going to ask for testimonials. Make sure they're going to be good before you ask. And then you're going to tell why you got involved and how you got involved. 5 minutes, you guys. They don't need to hear your whole life story. You can tell it later, just 5 quick minutes. Then you're going to tell them that your goal for the night is to educate them and make it fun in 45 minutes. You're going to say the 45 minutes several times so that they know you value their time, okay? Then you're going to show the ABC video, the short version, the 3-minute version, just so they have an idea of where we came from and what our history is, okay? Then you're going to go into, next page, just basic stuff about LifeVantage. And I'm not going to go into all this, but just, you know, this is where we started, this is where we're at. I don't know if that's right, Gabe, as far as how many distributors we have. I kind of ballparked it from what I heard at Global. So we're just kind of giving you you're going to give them the quick basics. Okay, next slide. You're going to tell them that your skin is the largest organ in your body. That's a fact. So if it's the largest organ in your body, you certainly want to take good care of it, right? It's important. Skin absorbs into your bloodstream within 30 seconds, anything that touches it. Again, I'm not going to go into all the details, but those of us who've been in the business before can tell you we do at these presentations usually do 1 of 3 things that visually shows them what we mean by this. There's some things you can do. I already told you about the cracker and the oil that you can show them, and I'll show it another time. If you cut up a clove of garlic and let people put it between their big toe and their second toe, they'll taste it in their mouth in 30 seconds. It's true, I promise you. It's an awesome way to show people that what you put on your skin is in your bloodstream in 30 seconds. And when I tell you taste the garlic, you do taste the garlic. People are like, I can't believe it. Okay, the last thing you can do is you can slice an apple open You can slice an apple open, and in front of them, you can put each step of our skincare system on one side of the apple. On the other side of the apple, don't put anything. Leave it open, and after 10 minutes, one side of the apple will be going brown already and look totally disgusting. The other side will be beautiful and crisp and pretty and white. That is a perfect example of what happens when you expose something to oxidative stress. Isn't that perfect? And something when you protect it like you're going to protect your skin. Okay, so great ways to visually show people who just aren't getting it, or to just wow them. Okay, U.S. patent pending, super exciting because that means nobody can touch our formulation. And what I'll always do is I will have people, I will have enough brochures for everybody that's at every presentation I ever do. So the big, nice brochures, you can go to the next screen. I'll ask all of the guests that are at the presentation I'll hand out booklets to everybody with a sign-up sheet. Did you guys get that? So everyone will get a booklet and a sign-up sheet, a preferred client sign-up sheet. And I'll talk to you about how to convert that in a minute, but everyone will have this, and that's when we'll go through the pieces because they'll have this to look through. They won't get to keep it. I won't let them keep it, but they'll get to look through it. So you keep it over and over again.
You just ask them back? And they have
Yep. I ask for them back because the truth is when they get their skincare system, they're going to get a mini brochure. What Dave Phelps told me is they're going to get this in the skincare pack when it comes. So they're going to have the information they need when their skincare system comes. Okay. It's affordable. Guys, this is a big deal. And I know I've talked to several of you that called me that weren't at Global and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to sell the you-know-what out of this. I mean, this is a big deal, $160, and we're going to show you a comparison sheet in a minute, but $160 for a full system is incredible. It's incredible. The system I used to sell was almost exactly double the price, and I used to have half off sales twice a year for our price and sell hundreds of them without people even flinching, okay? Be confident in this price point. Please be confident. Don't ever be scared to talk to people about the price. Don't in your mind think that's so expensive. It's dirt cheap, okay? This is a great price. Go to Sephora and do some shopping. You'll be real confident after that, okay? Tell people at the presentation to look in their skincare graveyard. Go under their sink. They probably spent thousands of dollars on skincare products that they're just sitting there that they've never used because they didn't work, okay? 3 ways. I always close with 3 ways to win. I call it 3 ways to win. I always close that way. You can purchase at retail at full price. Fine with me. I'd hate for you to do it, and I always say that. Second way is preferred customer. The form is in front of you. There's no sign-up fee. It's free to be a preferred customer. You go on auto ship. You can auto ship the whole set. It is a monthly consumption set, or if you don't want to, you can do the pieces that you think will run out the soonest. And the last way you can win is to be a distributor. And that, I'm not going to get into this now because you all know it, but that's when you're going to go into a Vantage Pack and you're going to talk about the fact that that way they can sample Protandim and they can sample True Science Cream, or they can have some canine health in there if they've got dogs, okay? So those are basically the 3 ways to win. The presentation should be 45 minutes total, and again, 2 to 10 people. Okay, here's a marketplace comparison. You guys, again, these documents, we have all of them. So you can see Lancome, and again, some of these lines have more products than we do, but this is what I want you guys to know and be confident in. It doesn't matter if they have 4 or they have 8. Our 4-step system does exactly what all those pieces do. I promise you. My other system had 7 pieces, and this does the exact same thing in 4 at half the price. Be confident, okay? So Lancome, $494. Estee Lauder, $600. Go to the next slide. Clinique, $216.50. That's actually the smallest system and the most comparable. Murad, and these are all very, very high end. Some of you are familiar with these. These are sold in doctor's offices, Sephora, the mall. Murad, $423. Oil of Olay, which I went cheap, cheap, cheap. Oil of Olay, their system is bigger, obviously, and you're talking Walmart, okay? So I wanted people to see that too, that you can buy Oil of Olay, which is a very poorly made product, very cheaply made product, mass-produced, for $134.50, or for just a little bit more, you can get the best product on the market. That's incredible to me. I mean, look at that. That's Oil of Olay. That's incredible. Okay, next slide. And if you use oil of Olay, I'm sorry.
That's
Is that the last slide? Okay. So the last thing I want to close with is something that I always trained on in my other business, and I really want you guys to grab a hold of the concept of it. It's called the employee system. How many of you own your own business? Raise your hand. Lots of people. Okay. So if you own your own business, you have employees, right? They're out working. You're leveraging your time off of them. You're making money because they're out doing calls. You can only be in one place at one time, right? That's the beauty of this approach, is they're working for you. So I want you to think of these kids as your employees, okay? What happens is if an employee is out sick in your company? You don't get paid, okay? Especially if you own a service type business. I have someone on my team here that owns an air conditioning company. If one of your service techs is out, you're losing money that day, okay? So I want you to think of these kids as your employees. And what I mean by that is when they're out working, they're working for you. So if you have a part-time job or a full-time job, or you're crazy with your kids or whatever, they're working for you when you can't be working. So you're leveraging your time off of them the same way we're leveraging our time off of each other. Okay, that's the epitome, that's the ultimate network marketing concept. Okay, so what I want you to think about is if you buy these kids and you commit to doing this system and keeping these kids out, if they're home and they're in your house or they're sitting in your car, they're sick. They're sick employees. You guys got it? They're sick. They can't work for you, okay? So a little game I used to play with myself, and I'm just kind of a little competitive. So I used to play a little game with people who know me are laughing, I know. But I play a little game with myself. So what I used to do is I used to keep the kids in my car. And at the end of the day, and I have my kids with me, you guys. I mean, I'd be driving around, I'd have my kids lined up, and I'd drop them off. And if it got to the end of the day, and it was 3, 4 o'clock, and I had one of those kids sitting there, I'd be kind of eyeing it. Oh no, it's there. And I would challenge myself that literally before I went home, that kid had to be gone. It had to be gone. And I'll tell you 2 really quick stories that I'm going to close on. It's funny because I was at a Starbucks, and I had 1 kid left in my car. And I had challenged myself. I was like, oh no, I've got a sick employee. They're in my car. They're not working for me. And I was at a Starbucks, and I knew that kid was in my car. And I'm like, I'm on my way home. My kids are coming. I can't get it out. What am I going to do? I'm like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. So I see this woman, and she's in the car, standing by her van, and she just like put some stuff in her car. And I said, hey, you know, I noticed that she actually had a Donna. Funny, she had a Donna sticker on her car. Now that I remember that. And I said, oh, you know, I hope you don't mind. I noticed you're a cancer survivor. And she said, yeah, my mom is too. And we started talking. And I said, you know, I have a skincare product that's really, really safe. And a lot of my customers that are cancer survivors use it because it's safe and they trust it. And she's like, oh, really? I said, would you be willing to take one? Do you live around here? And she said, oh, I live right up the street in Southampton. And I said, well, can I give you this? And she's like, you're going to give me the whole thing? What if I don't give it back to you? I'm like, well, I kind of know where you live now. You know, and you have a Timberlake Creek sticker on your car, so I think your kids go to school with my kids. So I gave her the kit. This is a true story. Not only did she end up buying the kit, but she's one of my best friends in the whole world. Like literally, I consider her one of my best friends. We travel with them and everything. And I met her that day in the parking lot trying to get rid of my kit. So that's kind of a really fun story. So again, you just really want to challenge yourself to never have any of those at home. And if you're someone who's going to use kits and disposable sample packs, same thing. If you've got sample packs, make sure they're out. Make sure people are using them. That's what they're there for. And then the last thing is another slide that I don't think we have up is we're sitting with 2 days left, right, in the month. And a lot of people have been calling me, how can I rank advance before the end of the month? Okay, because it gets really scary, right? In those last 24, 48 hours of the month trying to rank advance. So I'm going to give you guys some suggestions for that, all right? Give out some incentives. If you sell a skincare set that's $160, your commission is 30%, and it doesn't matter if you start tomorrow in the business or you've been in for 4 years. Everyone gets the same 30% commission, okay? And I'm assuming that everyone's qualified to earn that. But you get 30% commission, which is $48. Okay, write that down. You get $48 every time you sell a skincare system, okay? So what I would do, if you're trying to rank advance and you're these last couple days, and where's Myra? I'm going to pick on her. Myra and I talked about this yesterday, and she's already sold 2. She's trying to rank advance. She's got 1 to go. That's awesome. All right. So you guys, that's what you have to do. You have to know what you're shooting for, and you have to have something to do. So if you're making $48, right? What's the big deal if you call people and say, listen, if you buy a skincare set in the next 48 hours, I'm going to give you $40 off. So what? You're giving them your commission. You rank advance. You're getting royalty commission off of it, off the product as they stay on it, and you've got a customer that you didn't have before. Okay, so if you're someone that's trying to rank advance in the next 48 hours, offer incentives. If you can't afford to give up your commission check, and I understand some people can't, then offer free shipping. That's what I did. I offered a shipping rebate. Not right now, I already offered it. I did pre-sales before we left. So on my pre-sales, I offered a shipping rebate where I'm just writing people checks for $9.99 for a shipping rebate. And that's it. You guys, you own your own business, so you can do whatever you want, but make it happen. Retail stores offer sales all the time. They offer purchase with purchases all the time. If you're someone that's got a bunch of extra Protandim sitting at your house, you know what? Tell them if they buy a skincare set, you'll give them a free bottle of Protandim. Right? Figure something out. Make it happen.